It's a vow many of us make in the quiet corners of our hearts, forged in the crucible of childhood pain. I will never be like them. We witness patterns, behaviors, words that sting, and we promise ourselves a different path. But then, one day, in a moment of stress, frustration, or anger, a familiar echo reverberates. A tone, a phrase, a reaction, and suddenly, we are looking in the mirror, seeing the very person we swore we'd never become. I swore I'd never be like my mother. Then I yelled like her. This is the pain of intergenerational patterns, a silent inheritance that binds us to the past. Our families are the first architects of our inner world. They shape our perceptions, our reactions, our very understanding of love and pain. While we consciously strive to break free from negative patterns, the subconscious mind often holds onto them with surprising tenacity. This isn't about blame. It's about understanding the profound influence of intergenerational trauma, learned behaviors, and unspoken expectations that pass down through generations, often unnoticed, until they manifest in our own lives. How do we untangle these unseen threads and weave a new, healthier tapestry for ourselves and those who come after us? If you are grappling with the echoes of your past, consider subscribing to the Noble Wisdom Path, where we explore ancient wisdom for breaking cycles and finding inner freedom. The Buddhist perspective on intergenerational pattern. In Buddhist philosophy, the concept of karma, action and consequence, extends beyond individual lives to encompass the collective. While not directly hereditary in a genetic sense, the accumulated actions, intentions, and mental formations within a family or lineage can create powerful energetic imprints that influence subsequent generations. This is not about predestination, but about the conditioning that shapes our present moment. Let's explore how Buddhist principles illuminate this intergenerational pain. 1. The conditioning of ignorance, avijja. At the root of these repeating patterns lies avijja, or ignorance. Our parents and their parents before them acted from their own conditioning, their own unresolved pain, and their own limited understanding. They may have lacked the tools, the awareness, or the support to respond differently. This ignorance, passed down, manifests as unskillful habits, emotional reactivity, and distorted perceptions. We inherit not just genes, but also patterns of thinking, feeling, and behaving that were never consciously chosen, but simply absorbed. The first step to breaking the cycle is to shine the light of awareness on this inherited ignorance. 2. The cycle of suffering, samsara. The repetition of negative patterns across generations is a microcosm of samsara, the endless cycle of suffering. Just as individuals are reborn into new lives shaped by past karma, families can experience cycles of conflict, addiction, anxiety, or emotional suppression that seem to repeat themselves. Each generation, without conscious intervention, may inadvertently perpetuate the very suffering they wished to escape. The pain of yelling, for instance, might be a manifestation of unaddressed anger, fear, or powerlessness that has been passed down, creating a continuous loop of reactivity. Recognizing this cyclical nature is crucial for finding the exit. 3. The power of karma and intention, satana. While we inherit conditioning, we are not condemned by it. The Buddha emphasized the power of satana, or intention. Every moment offers an opportunity to choose a different response, to plant a new seed. The fact that you recognize the pattern, I yelled like her, is itself a powerful act of awareness, a break in the chain. This recognition is the beginning of conscious karma, where you intentionally choose to act differently, to cultivate wholesome states of mind, and to create new, healthier patterns for yourself and future generations. Your intention to break the cycle is the most potent force for change. A Buddhist path to healing. Breaking intergenerational patterns requires courage, compassion, and consistent practice. It's not about blaming your parents, but about understanding the forces that shape them and then consciously choosing a different path for yourself. Here's how Buddhist principles can guide you. 1. Cultivate mindful awareness, sati. The first and most crucial step is to develop sati, or mindful awareness. This means paying close attention to your thoughts, emotions, and physical sensations as they arise, especially in moments of stress or conflict. When you feel the familiar urge to react in a way you dislike, pause. Notice the tension in your body, the rising anger, the familiar script playing in your mind. This pause, this moment of conscious observation, creates a space between the stimulus and your reaction. It allows you to choose your response, rather than being driven by unconscious patterns. This is where the chain begins to break. 2. Practice self-compassion, metta for self. Breaking deeply ingrained patterns is hard work, and you will inevitably stumble. In those moments, it's crucial to practice metta, loving kindness, towards yourself. Instead of self-criticism or shame, which often mirrors the very patterns you're trying to break, offer yourself kindness and understanding. Recognize that you are doing your best, and that these patterns are a result of conditioning, not a personal failing. May I be free from suffering. May I be kind to myself. This self-compassion is the foundation for sustainable change. 3. Understand your parents' conditioning, compassion for others. Once you have cultivated self-compassion, extend that understanding to your parents. They too were products of their own conditioning, their own pain, and their own limitations. They did the best they could with the tools they had. This doesn't excuse harmful behavior, but it allows you to release the burden of personal blame and resentment. Seeing them as suffering beings, rather than just as the source of your pain, can open the door to a deeper, more liberating form of forgiveness. This is not about condoning, but about releasing yourself from the emotional prison of the past. 4. Cultivate wise speech and action, samavaka, samakamanta. Consciously practice samavaka, right speech, and samakamanta, right action. This means choosing your words and actions carefully, even in moments of heightened emotion. Instead of yelling, can you express your frustration calmly? Instead of reacting impulsively, can you pause and respond thoughtfully? This requires consistent effort, but each time you choose a skillful response, you are actively rewiring your brain and creating new neural pathways, breaking the old, unskillful habits. It's about building new, healthier patterns, brick by mindful brick. 5. Seek Sangha, community, and support. You don't have to walk this path alone. Seek out a Sangha, a community of like-minded individuals who are also committed to personal growth and breaking cycles. This could be a meditation group, a support group, or even just a few trusted friends who understand and can offer encouragement and accountability. Sharing your struggles and triumphs with others can provide immense strength and remind you that you are part of a larger human experience of healing and transformation. The vow to never be like them is a powerful one, but the true liberation comes not from fighting against the past, but from understanding it, healing it, and consciously choosing a new path. By applying these timeless Buddhist principles, mindfulness, compassion, understanding karma, and cultivating skillful speech and action, you can break the chains of intergenerational patterns. You can transform the echoes of the past into a melody of peace, weaving a new legacy of wisdom and compassion for yourself and for generations to come. You can become the ancestor who broke the cycle. What intergenerational pattern are you ready to break, and what new legacy will you begin to weave today? If this exploration has resonated with you, please consider subscribing to the Noble Wisdom Path. Share this video with someone who might benefit from this perspective, and let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Together, let's walk the path towards inner peace and true freedom.